to the valley, the old farm, and I was just looking at this picture as the save slowly loads in and realizing maybe why people were laughing that I'd only just spotted the sheep pen, because it's on the picture that I'm staring at with sheep in it. I really, really like this map. You may have noticed I've been using it for a reasonable amount of my testing lately. I just think it's really cool. I'm really looking forward to getting cows so we can take use of that huge cow pasture that's there. This would be such a good map to play on PC, I think, with grazing and things like that. So I used this in the Maize Plus Companion mods video because this supports grazing as standard. Yeah, I just really like. I've wanted to play it for so long, and I finally had a reason. You know, it's on console, so some of the really cool things I'm just talking about don't work, but it is a really nice map. So let's get stuck in. And today we are going to be baling the... I need to put that menu back on. I can't play without it. We're going to be baling the silage and the hay, and maybe, depending on how long that takes, grabbing ourselves some sheeps. So we'll see how we get on. Let's drop off the tether. So there we go, and then we will grab the... Do we return the windrower at this point? I think we do. I don't think I want to use this windrower next time we're doing stuff. It really doesn't fit my typical play style, shall we say. So let's return that. We will fire up the tractor and grab the... I guess that should be okay. Grab the baler. And so my thoughts are... Oh, that is incredibly loud. Won't be loud for you. I will have edited the sound. My thoughts are we get the silage baled, because that will start fermenting so that we can work our way towards getting cows. Then we'll get the hay baled, and as I said last time, we're going to round bale the silage because we've got the baler wrapper. And thank you to everyone that confirmed that bales in a bale store like we've got don't count towards the bale count, so that's cool. So next time maybe we will do something with either a forage wagon or a forage harvester. So we'll see. As I keep saying, I do want to experience quite a lot of the different options. So we'll make 150 centimetre bales, so there are slightly fewer. Actually, I need to put I took my headphones out because the tractor is quite loud, but I do need to put them back in so I can hear the baler beep at me. So, yep, that'll be interesting. Let me just stop the tractor for a second, and I will slowly go deaf. So, I think it's just a function of how I have the game sound coming into my head. Using the monitor function in OBS, and I could probably turn it down, but do you know what? I just want to play the game. So I spend far too much time messing around with the settings for things and not just playing the game. So we want to turn on automatic bale drop. Well, that was a bit of a cluster. The door went, which meant the dogs barked, and I thought I hit pause. I did not. And then I got stuck in a panicked loop of trying to get out of the game menu so that I could stop the tractor and go and answer the door. Because I'm home alone at the moment, so yeah. Well, as alone as you ever are when you have 4 dogs. So you can kind of see the path that I took there. Yep. I was sure when I went into the game menu that the console version of the game paused. Turns out it doesn't. So, you know, that's a thing. That is a thing. And I was really hoping to get this video in one recording because it makes editing so much easier. And also having an idea of how long I've been playing so much easier. And there we go, ignoring the baler alarm. So yeah, an easy life editing videos is always good. It's one of the nice things generally about multiplayer videos. Is usually it's kind of one long recording and just do a bit of stuff and we have a video. But that's kind of what it's a lot of how these videos work in the end. But it's not a big problem and not a concern at all for you, because it will have all been sorted by now by the time you're watching this. So yeah, there we go, that's better. So we're getting 5,500 litres per bale, which is kind of nice. We need to do some repairing of stuff by the looks of it. We are kind of ignoring that, which is not good. So we do have a repair point on the farm, so that's not a problem. We can get to that. Let's not pick up any of the hay. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to collect the bales. That is a job for this video, so I don't know if I'm going to manually load them onto the trailer that we have, or whether I'm going to auto load them. We will see. And I now have had to pull the headphones out of my ears just in case the door goes again, so that maybe I can be a bit less panicked. So need to try and keep an eye on the fill level. As I said before, quite often I play without game sound, and quite often on PC I will use mods to help with that, like the baler, the tool for using round balers, where it will stop the tractor for you when the round baler is full so that it can unload. We don't have that, so yeah, I'm just having to pay a bit more attention whilst trying to ramble away and be entertaining. Perform. So let's talk again about llama, because I think I spoke about that in the last video here. So I don't know, no new information has come out since, but I really am pleased that Giants are coming to the UK. I think it's going to be a really good opportunity for UK creators to get together and you know, meet each other and chat and actually talk to each other in real life, which is going to be kind of scary for me because real life is scary. You know, as someone who nothing diagnosed but does have some neurodivergence traits, shall we say, really busy places are not always fun for me. So, but it's yeah, it's going to be a really cool event. I think I'm hoping that, yeah, I'm hoping that it's a lot of fun and it's a good opportunity. We will see as Giants publish more information, I guess. The other thing that I'm really looking forward to at the moment is the premium edition of the game. So I won't be using it on here. I am probably going to end up buying another copy of FS to have on console, because this series is nowhere near a point where I want to stop it. And I'm assuming that at the end of the month I will lose access to the free version through the PlayStation Pass thing. I don't know how that all works. So if I do, I'll pick up a copy of the game because I want to keep playing it. So that's going to be that. But I'm not going to be getting any of the DLCs and stuff. But on PC, I am really, really excited. The the fact sheet Fridays are really, you know, I actually look forward to them at the moment. Previously, I've not cared that much about fact sheet Fridays. It's the first time, I think. No, I did it for the Oxbow DLC, so it's not the first time. But again, it's a time when I'm going to the manufacturer's website to find out about the kit that we're getting. So, and the stuff that we're getting that we haven't had fact sheets for yet looks so cool. I think some of it is going to be things that you might only use once. You know, like there's 3-point attach root crop harvesters. I think they're only going to do the root crops that come in the premium edition. But how cool is that? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having a play with those. There's the ones that box. That's such a cool new mechanic for the game, and that's all platforms because it's Giants DLC content. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and just, you know, another process in terms of planting with the ridging or the hilling, depending on how you read the stuff the Giants put out. I'm even excited about the Giants map. You know, I don't know if I'll get around to playing it at release because, you know, a bit like when an Oxy map releases, every man and his dog is going to be playing the DLC map, and that's generally not my thing. So, but we'll see. I might eventually play it just because, let's say, it is a nice looking map. So let's turn off the baler and let's lift the pickup. I'm not going to bother folding because we're only going through this gap in the hedge here to this field. So yeah, I'm much more impressed, particularly if you watched this weekend or last weekend's diddly squat video. Much more impressed with this than a DLC about forestry. So I have used so from the forestry DLC, I've used one of the log winches. I used it on Maple Farm for a bit and then removed it because when that went multiplayer, not everyone had the DLC. And I've used the big wheel loader. And I've used the Volvo truck, actually. The Volvo truck's quite nice. But none of the, you know, the yarders and all that kind of stuff, not even least one to have a test play with. I used Silver Run for some testing of course play because it had some fields and I thought it might look nice. But I couldn't be bothered to find a mod map to use. A bit like I quite often now have used the horse aggravation map for testing because it's a nice map that's built into the base game, so I don't have to download a modded map. Because when I set up my testing, quite often that gets its own mod folder for a certain test, and you know I usually grab things like easy dev and course play if I need them, but a map, I quite often won't use ones that I'm just playing normally, so you get a slightly different visual effect, and the horse map's really good for that. So it's what I used for the precision farming testing, and I find it quite amusing that a lot of my Maize Plus testing was done on Obaleron, like really standard base game map, and people so often ask, what map is that? Whether it's because for that testing, I always buy the starter plot of land because it's a nice big piece of land, and then I always obliterate the field that you get because it's a nice big square plot of land that's pretty easy to flatten, and you can fit a lot of buildings on there then. And maybe that's why people don't realise which map it is, and I don't really show a lot of the map, I guess. So I don't know. Yeah, if you're curious, that's one of the things that I do quite a lot. So yeah, We're getting a reasonable number of bales off of here. Not too excessive, and I guess an interesting challenge. And it may be a struggle for the little brewer with the weight, would be using a proper bale grab to load up the silage bales. I don't use a proper bale grab generally on PC, but maybe I'm thinking for the hay bales I might just lease one of the Arcusin auto stackers just to get them off the field and done, but we'll see how we're going for time. So I am keeping an eye on the clock because I need to go and make lunch when I finish this, and I'm already kind of hungry because I generally don't eat breakfast. A lot of the time I don't eat breakfast, so I'm just generally not hungry in the morning with the way that I eat, with the kind of ketogenic diet. So yeah, generally don't get hungry until sort of mid-morning, and at that point I kind of wait until lunchtime usually. The exception to that is if I've had a hard training run, and then I'll be really hungry and I will eat. But yeah, quite often don't eat breakfast, and it is not, as the advertising says, the most important meal of the day. And if it, well, technically I do eat breakfast, I just eat breakfast late because it is the meal that breaks my fast. So, you know, and it ain't cereal. It's not sponsored by Mr. Kellogg. Yeah. Sushi bacon. Bacon for breakfast is good. Bacon, sausages is usually what I have. That's what air fried sausages, so good. So if I'm frying sausages, the way that I like to do them is let's do cooking with disturbed, shall we? I put them in a frying pan, a little bit of butter, low heat, let them slowly cook. Let the fat inside render, but don't put any holes in them. It really drives me. Why you put holes in them and you're letting out the moisture? Bad. Cook them slowly. Nice little bit of char on the outside, maybe on a few bits. Yeah, really nice. Takes quite a while. If I'm just making a quick breakfast or lunch on a work day, open them up, so yeah, kind of like butterfly them open, air fryer 10 minutes, 200 degrees, job done. Really good quality sausages as well, that's key. So they actually have, you know, the bits of an animal in them you'd want to eat. Yeah, really good, really quick. Don't actually have to pay any attention to it. Bung the air fryer on, come back when it beeps. Usually also throw in a couple of folded up slices of streaky bacon and we are good. And we are almost done with silage as well, which is good too. And not too many issues with running over the swath. Actually better than quite a lot of my goes on PC. Maybe because I think it's partly because I'm doing, unlike when I record a video on PC, I'm actually recording, it's probably obvious, I'm recording the commentary live. When I'm playing on PC, I normally sit and play the game for a few hours and then edit the video and then record the voiceover. Different to how a lot of people make videos, but works with my my workflow for making videos and stuff. But these ones, because I'm actually happen to be sat in front of the computer anyway, because, well, not really in front of the console, but the console is next to my computer, so I can do it all in one hit. Whereas when I'm recording a more normal video, I'm sat with Mrs. D watching TV or whatever. So We want to turn off baler, lift, pick up, fold baler. So yeah, that's maybe why it's slightly easier. Let's just stop. Let's open up the menu, wait 15 minutes for the game to save. Why would I turn my PlayStation 4 system off when you're saving? So 24 silage bales, nice. It's a decent amount. With the amount base game cows eat, that's going to keep them going for a while, depending on how many we get, obviously. So yeah, we're going to switch over now to the square baler for the hay. Partly just because they'll be easier to handle, partly just for different stuff to do. So I love how they've made the farm tracks really quite rough. I think that's really cool. Yeah, really cool. I'm kind of curious actually about whether we'll get to it or not. I don't know, but about adding in some of the productions that I've used on PC to see how they work on console. I'm really tempted to add in some of my mods to see how they work on console rather than on PC. So, you know, maybe the mini BGA, maybe the farm dairy would be good once we've got cows. No, I'll go this way. Yeah, I think that could be kind of cool. And it's definitely something that I'm planning to, as I'm, crash count +1. As I said, I'm going to have to buy a copy of the game to keep playing this series. So what it means is when I have mods that release on all platforms, or any of my friends or acquaintances have mods that release on all platforms, I'll actually be able to download them and check that they work. Because, you know, like the improvised animal sheds, I had a couple of, I've done using it on insert console and it doesn't work. And it's like, okay, explain properly what doesn't work. And then go, oh no, it does work now. And I can't test that if I'm on PC. So that would be kind of cool. So let's unfold, lower pickup. Let's make sure we're on 240 centimeter bales. Let's turn on the baler. Let's enable cruise control and hold on tight and see how we get on. So, I'm guessing this is going to be quite a few bales. Although the bales are going to be quite big because they're 240 centimeter square bales. And I think those hold, yeah, so we're getting, let's have a look. It's going to be 8,000 litres a bale. So yeah, quite a bit more than the silage bales. So that's cool. Less bales, less bale handling, all good. The draw distance is painful. Jeez. I play on a fairly high-end PC, and I do edit the game settings to go beyond what it lets you in the menus. But that hurts. That does hurt. I think FSG has a video on that. If people are curious how you do it, I'm pretty sure he does. If not, it's in the game.xml file. You'll see some draw distances. You type a bigger number in. The trick is getting the balance right, because if you make the number too big and you make the draw distances huge, your computer will cry at you and you'll have 0 FPS. And you'll cry. So the trick is getting the balance right so that you have good enough performance, you know, in the situations where performance is going to hurt. So it's it's what I ended up having to do. I say that. I think I learned about it when I was playing on my old laptop when the good laptop was broken, and I was really trying to fine-tune game settings to get good draw distances and get the settings so that I was getting good enough FPS to record. It was balance. It was definitely a balance, whereas I don't think you can change anything on console. I think it's just like, go and be free and do your thing. Yeah, about 20 minutes left before I want to be done and making my sausages and bacon for lunch. Then the really nice thing about having a lunch that's that quick and hands-off to make is, so my lunch hour is being spent playing Farm Sim. I will then quickly put food in, let dogs out, come back to work, and then edit the video after work. I'm actually, and I know I'm cursing myself, I know it will all go wrong, for the first time in fact I know it will, because the end of the week's really busy. For the first time in ages, I'm really ahead on videos. I got a lot recorded at the weekend, but I know that's going to go out the window because I'm away with work Thursday and Friday this week. I'm busy over the weekend, and then I'm in the office early next week, so I need to not do what I quite often do when I'm ahead and ease off on the production and keep the hammer down and get a bunch done in the time that I have this week, so that I'm ahead for next week, not just ahead for this week. It'll be fine. If there's a gap, there's a gap. But the channel's doing really well at the moment for me, and I don't want to ease up on that, and that means keeping the content coming. So yeah. Okay, we're what, about 3 weeks away from the DLC releasing, so I might try. I'm not sure what day of the week it is that it releases. I haven't looked. I might try and do a bit of a stream when it releases, just to have a look at different bits of kit and stuff. That might be fun. Did that when the Oxbow DLC released, and yeah, I might do that. That might be kind of fun. Block out a couple of hours in the day and do that. It's that, or try and record a video that, as soon as I can get it downloaded. And but I think it's better to the Oxbow one. I think was quite good fun, apart from getting interrupted partway through at home. But yeah, I thought that was quite good fun. I was quite pleased with the number of people that turned up, and obviously then it turns into a video anyway, so people can watch it afterwards, but it allows for a little bit of interaction, so that would be good. I don't remember how many months I set this to. That is baling done, so we want to turn off baler, unload baler. Do you know what I really like? I still remember where the buttons are on the PlayStation controller most of the time. That's probably not right, is it? Let's unfold baler, see if we can get that to drop off. There we go. Yeah, as I've said a few times, I used to play on other games on PlayStation, and thankfully they haven't significantly changed the layout of the PlayStation controller, so I know where all the buttons are, which is good because it means I have to look less at that and I can concentrate on the game screen and the recording screen. Let's see if we can park this without running over any chickens. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's detach that. We're going to switch that one off. We're going to jump back in the brewer, which I left running. Oh well. We are going to put the weight on the back. And then grab the front loader. When I stop talking, that means I'm concentrating. In case you didn't realise. Come on, why don't you want to connect up? You connected before. There, that'll do. Right, let's have a quick look in the store. There's another massy baler for sale. And we want front loader tools. Just seeing which ones we've got installed, if we've got any actual bale grabs. We have that one. It's £2. Let's lease. No, that's not what that one. Let's lease it. Attach our front loader. Lease. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Let's detach our bale fork. I'm not going to drive to the store, much to many of yours disappointment, I'm sure, because I always crash when I drive to the store. We are just going to reset it to our farm. And there it is. Look at that. Right. Actually, it matches the tractor quite well. Let's grab that. And let's have a little play. So that does that. And then that does that. Cool. Right, we're going to need the trailer. So we'll put the trailer on the Fiat again so that it doesn't fall over, because that kind of helped when I was loading the other bales up. Didn't quite grab. There we go. So this trailer, let me just do the straps. This trailer is the bale trailer pack by Ursa Arena. And they're converted lorry trailers, which I think is really cool. So I think this is going to be even more of a challenge to load up. But hey, we're all here for a laugh. So we'll see how we get on. If it gets too frustrating, I'll stop and find another way of doing it. Basically, there is a limit to how much frustration I'm willing to tolerate whilst trying to make these videos. So we'll see if we find it doing this. And I also only really have about 10 minutes left. So might be that we don't get all of the bales loaded up today. But let's go see what we can get done. Yeah, I don't remember ever using a bale grab like this, so could be interesting. Please be patient. I may stop talking at some points, so let's just see how we get on. I guess I'm going to have to do this one at a time. And yeah, that looks like a likely candidate straight in front of us. So let's go down, let's open up, go down a bit more, and there we go. Let's grab you. and see if we can get it on the trailer. So I'm trying to remember watching VF load bales like this in FS19 and the tips that he got for how to stack a trailer full. So, and I think the advice was to kind of come at them from an angle. It looks like we might struggle to get two across on there, so we might actually only be doing them one deep anyway, so that might mean a few trips are needed. But how many are we going to get on here? We're probably only going to get about 12 or so unless we go quite high. But actually I don't think we're going to be able to go that high with the reach of the brewer. So there we go. That's 2 done. Can I call it a day? Can I say I'm done? Please. Thank you. No? Okay. Let's try and grab some more. I'm struggling to remember which way the thumbstick goes to close the grab. Other than that, we're doing okay. I didn't see how many hay bales we made. We'll find out when we put them in the shed. It's fine. So yeah, the tip that I remember was to come at an angle so that you can put the bales next to each other. Because obviously FS bales don't squash like real bales, so let's do that, and then just give it a nudge. There we go. Not awful, not awful. So it might be that I have to finish this off camera because I am running out of time. I keep it flat and lift it up. That might be easier. Yeah. Ooh, it's a bit heavy. We have 25 of these guys to stack, and we're probably only going to get half of those on the trailer at a time. No. And I'm not sure me not actually being able to talk makes this very entertaining. So and so in the Saxthorpe video I released already this week, I spoke about using AI art for things, and I think this might be a video that's had an AI art thumbnail, because I've not taken one yet. And not sure what to take a picture of, so wrong thumbstick. There we go. So yeah, this may have had an AI art thumbnail. We'll do a couple more and then I am going to call it a day, I think. So it's still quite early in the week, and if you watch my other videos, I mentioned it in at least one, I'm still slightly under the weather. Starting to feel kind of tired now, so And I've still got an afternoon at work to do. Time for some caffeine. That should do us. Let's lift it up a little bit. So one thing I am finding is the pace that I get jobs done on here is a bit lower than I expect from or compared to playing on PC. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of bales left in this field. Yeah, I admire now. I have much more of an appreciation for how much work someone like Mr. CDP must put into making his content. Because, you know, he'll do massive baling jobs, and I guess there's auto load on console, so with some trailers, but not all. But yeah, I have much more of an appreciation, and for you guys that just play on console, you know. And I do a lot of manual bale stacking on some series, but not on every series. And, you know, I am aware that I have options to not manually bale stack. So yeah, I am going to have to call it a day here, folks. So I want to say thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing, and any comments, questions or suggestions, stick them below. And I'm going to get this finished off. Well, I say off camera. I might actually record it and stick it in as a time lapse. It depends if I get it done before I edit this video. Either way, next time you see me, we will have cleared the silage bales. I'll get them in the bale store, and we'll get the hay sorted, and we'll get the sheep. And I might have skipped ahead a month so that we've got silage as well, so we can get cows. So not sure. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.
Close the door behind me, look in the mirror, hearing you whisper in my ear, say, are you a sinner or a beginner? Yeah, let's get unpredictable tonight. You and me and vodka cola light. And I'm putting myself in situations, standing on my own. They say that you love a confrontation, and that everybody knows your white lies, white scars, warm nights, dive bars, burning me up, you're burning me up. Yeah, you're playing the Beatles. You got my high school t-shirt on, it's looking so easy. You're killing my headphones with that song. The way that you're laughing, spilling the milkshake in your bed. I know what you're after. Yeah, I know what you're after. Let's get unpredictable tonight. You and me and vodka cola light. And I'm putting myself in situations, standing on my own. They say that you love a confrontation, and that everybody knows your white lies, white scars, warm nights, dive bars, burning me up, you're burning me up. Yeah, you're burning me up. White eyes and scars. Yeah, let's get unpredictable tonight. You and me and vodka cola